All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Season 2, episode 12. Shion is back. But more importantly, Gobzo is back.
Gobto, yes.
Gobto. That's right, Gobto.
Yeah. Or the Gobta.
Gobta is the buddy, but yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right.
Point
I think it's
is,
Gobzo, actually.
I think it's Gobzo.
Gobzo.
Yeah, Gobzo. Yeah.
But, all right, so we have ourselves also an ascended demon lord, but also maybe an angel lord? It's an angel lord!
It's the both,
Yes, it's the marriage of the two.
Right, the fallen angel.
And the Raphael.
Yes.
Wait,
they also Ninja Turtles?
Wait. They also just chose like the two maybe most like prominent demon angels with L's in their names, so it's Raphael and Beelzebub. Or wait, no, that would be Gabriel. Yeah. Wait, we already have that.
We have
Gabiru, right?
Gabiru.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so while God indeed walks among us, and
Yes.
God is a woman, kind of.
Well,
Yeah.
there's the voice actor change thing, but we got.
But that's
Rimuru's
connected
voice actor.
That's kind
at
of
the end of
connected
the
more
episode.
to Great Sage,
Right?
which was a being that was interacting with a fundamental principle of the
But
world
then-
called the words of the world, which
Right, but
then begged for basically its own kind of thing there, which it kind of had to iterate upon. And we got some shit going on in the magical side of things right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world is kind of crazy, and the whole reincarnation rules game kind of associated things of it might be more inlaid deeply into the words of the world, the rules, if you will, than we previously kind of understood.
But who cares about all
Yeah,
that?
but who
Because our
cares all that?
characters are getting power upgrades.
Exactly.
So what is Gobta getting? What is Gabiru getting? And sure, I suppose we can learn what everyone else is getting. But
Some people are just born perfect too,
That's true. It's
So-
like you can't improve on perfection.
Right, exactly.
That's why Gobta didn't like physically evolve, and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. But, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. All right, everyone, now be sure to go check out the reaction portion of the video in the description below, then come back here for the discussion. All right,
Okay.
Veldora's free.
Veldora is free. He's got a new body.
Rimuru's back. He's navigated situations with the help of the ultimate skill, Raphael.
Indeed, which is an evolution of Great Sage. That is very good to know, because I had a feeling that's what it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't, because I thought that maybe it was something where the trying over and over again to evolve was because they needed the Raphael skill or whatever in order to bring people back. But no, that's just Great Sage doing their thing. And then Great Sage continued to be all sussy this episode, even though it was, in comedic ways and whatnot.
Yeah. For now, it's fine. But no, I think it literally also might have something to do with the healing side of things as well, because Raphael's literally the angel of healing. But either way, point is, Rimuru's super fucking strong.
Yep.
He's now able to do untold levels of things, and
Right.
he's able to fulfill an old promise to Veldora, give him a body. Veldora's transformed that body into more of his likeness.
Yep.
And, okay, we now have another new ally on our side. In addition
To the Archdemon Diablo.
Yes, to the Archdemon Diablo, who might be a lot more than that, though.
Right. Because, okay.
Diablo is just the name that our
Rimuru
Japanese buddy,
exactly.
gave him, because it's the, there was a really cool video game, where...
Exactly.
So I'm gonna literally name him the Lord of Hell. So there's a couple things that could be going on here.
But at the same time, it could just be nothing.
I swear loyalty to you for an eternity, though.
That's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
That's a big deal.
If he is just an extremely powerful archdemon with some hidden nature stuff, you still swore your loyalty.
Right.
You are probably a being that has to abide by that. So now, you're great.
And in a lot of ways, I could see that being something, now that we saw it happen,
Yeah.
I could see that being something that demons could do fairly easily without too much consequence on their part, because if they
They're not
outlast,
asking for anything, yeah.
Right, exactly. They're not asking for anything, but it's a way to show, no, you don't need to worry about me. Let me travel with you and potentially do stuff. But I'm an immortal demon or whatever, you're probably going to die at some point, and I'll just outlast you. And then, hey, I just, loaned you my services for a measly 100 years or whatever.
Whatever. Yeah. So there's that.
There's that.
But Milim and Clayman and Frey, a new one, or one that we might have been introduced but we just forgot about. But okay, Demon Lord Alliance, very cool. I like the way that they're already setting up the next kind of arc of the story by having it be about Demon Lord drama, because if Clayman's whole thing is just getting enough pieces on his side of the board so that when Rimuru is, evolved to that point, he's just ready for it. Cool. He'll be a fun little manipulator Aizen type villain for at that point.
Sure.
But Milim has already been introduced as a friend at some point in the past. Milim is not going to be the, end boss of this whole thing.
Right. Although I could see her fighting Rimuru for kicks. Right.
Oh, yes.
Just for shits and giggles.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're a demon lord now. Sweet. Let's test out those new powers you've got. Right. Can you take my death laser?
Yeah, I think she would absolutely kick his ass right now. I love that this show tries to make everyone extremely powerful so that everything is broken, everything is busted.
And if everyone's busted,
nobody is.
Yeah.
And that's the perfect way to handle extreme power creep in your high fantasy. It's just make everyone's magic crazy busted. Then you never have to question as to who's stronger or what have you, because every once in a while you just be like, oh, I don't really care.
Okay.
Milim's probably stronger, but at this point it's just chaos and fun. So let's see.
Right.
But yeah, having a nice kind of levity focused episode in the beginning to then tying things up with a lot of kind of establishing of connections and friends for an arc that could literally devolve into a Demon Lord war sounds pretty cool and intense. But it also puts to scale a lot of the human conflicts in the thing where literally Raphael, or Great Sage, basically goes, oh, you don't need to worry about the Western Holy Church or whatever. That's just they're going to be fine. Veldora's existence just being out and about will be a nuclear deterrent for any kind of engagements for the foreseeable future. So for now, you're Gucci.
Just keep doing your thing and getting more powerful.
I feel like we might be jumping the gun a bit too much on that, because the thing that I think is really important to kind of keep in tandem here is that Great Sage is directly kind of seeking its own growth in that regard.
Right.
But it needed to obey the rules, basically, in order to do
exactly.
that.
It's not the one that writes the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't hit that JRPG point where we're needing to kill God.
Nope.
We are just dealing with an intelligence right now that maybe is getting a taste for divinity,
And specifically did sacrifice some of Rimuru's skills in order to upgrade itself, which is interesting.
Very interesting.
And Rimuru doesn't need to know about that. He has no reason to know about that. But
that's happening. We know. We saw it. Yeah. Can't gaslight your way out of this one.
Exactly.
All right. But other than that, very kind of chill episode with regards to actual like character stuff here.
I really appreciate the joke that we got with Benimaru and Shion. I didn't realize that Benimaru was a prankster. He generally seems so stoic and serious, and I'm sort of the main character of the five, of those five.
Right.
But no, it's
they've all learned from Rimuru.
They have learned from Rimuru.
A lot of that's bled out. So maybe the biggest thing is going to be the way in which all these characters then deal with all the people of the Beast Kingdom coming in as refugees.
Yeah.
And it's we actually just effectively absorbed an entire other nation and got stronger because of that. There's going to be some adjusting needed. But otherwise,
growing pains for sure. But
if Carrion is still alive, which I love that we kind of had a nice little bit of subtlety here of Carrion asking wait, Milim, what's going on here? Are you under control?
Right.
Milim didn't respond, which to me makes me think of something here. So Clayman is involved, right? We introduced what's her name, who was not literally under the control of Clayman, but was being manipulated by Clayman because he had her heart.
Although I don't think Clayman would be able to do that
with
to Milim.
No, but what if he has an equivalent kind of thing like that, where it's not a literal manipulating thing. But if she says something to the contrary, then Clayman will then know, oh shit, Milim's not on my side.
But another way to look at this, and maybe this is a little unfair as a way to deduce this.
Okay.
But when we saw Milim and Clayman meeting, we didn't actually get to hear really much of anything of what they said.
That's true.
Right? So when it comes to whether it's coercion,
a trade,
deception, just
a true
very
blue
persuasive
alliance,
argument, a true alliance. We don't necessarily know, and because that information was kept secret from us, it makes it seem suspicious. So it's something where we were intentionally made to believe that, is there something going on here?
Right.
That's not just
but there's no way of knowing until we talk with Milim or just see something from an omniscient perspective with Milim and Clayman.
Right.
But to be fair, I want to throw something out there. He easily dodged her ultimate attack. That's, to me, that's the kind of thing where, if your ultimate attack is a death laser, I would only fire that when you know it's going to hit, right?
Right. It's the weird sideways thing, but go for it. What if they just went around it? Around it.
Or here's another thing. That's a really cool attack, Milim, but it still requires him to fail a dex saving throw.
And he's the beast
and he's
demon.
the beast demon lord.
I think he might be kind of good at those.
I think he has advantage on that and probably evasion.
Yeah.
So if he even succeeds, he doesn't take half damage.
Right.
He takes no damage.
It is awesome and badass that you are able to make a laser that can do that much damage.
Which could probably wipe out, the kingdom of Tempest,
Yeah, and we saw what it did to their kingdom, but
it's
no
gone.
one was there, thankfully.
Right.
And 2, he's your only opponent, so really the attack was a huge failure.
Yes, huge failure.
Other than making you look cool.
Other than making you look really fucking cool.
Exactly.
But maybe that's the thing, is that she's like, he showed me his really cool, a chimera form.
Right, so I'll do...
I'll show off something cool.
Exactly. Because, when I think of...
It feels more honor-bound in a duel in that regard, where it's I'm going to give you the chance to dodge this. I'm not just going to cheap shot you. Let's have a good, long fight here. And then this Frey comes in and steals the fight.
No, this is over. And I could absolutely see Milim being pissed about that, because since the beginning bit with Milim and Clayman, the motivation that made the most sense to me, since we weren't given anything as for why Milim would do stuff like this, is because it's fun.
Yeah.
Right? Not in any kind of serious scheming way or whatever.
No.
But Clayman's like, hey, you'll have a good time if you do this, and you've always wanted to. I'd also really benefit if you did something like this,
Right, but it also might be a thing of where we have to take into account what Milim said, is that I nullify all... her thing about nullifying all
Demon Lord contracts or agreements or whatever.
Yeah, or alliances or whatever.
Right, which is interesting because it's not just my alliance or agreement as a Demon Lord, it's all between the Demon Lords.
Right, all agreements made between the Demon Lords and declare war on the Beastmaster. So what she might be doing is basically saying that before this, maybe Clayman would directly be responsible for punishing demon lords that do this shit.
Okay.
And he's like, I give you a blank check. Go and do it. I won't give you any retribution. Now, that's the trade, is that you get to have this fight, but I will make sure that the other demon lords do not interfere in any way.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
So now it's just, there's a new demon lord, so he's going to have a problem with this. And now we can get the story to see how that kind of explores things there.
Because even if it is something that's a casual reason of just doing it for fun, there's the question of why now?
Why now?
What changed?
Yeah. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.